and Facebook at Bone Dry Roofing, LLC. Do it right before your roof needs a tarp to keep the elements out. Bone Dry Roofing stands behind their work to help make your home safe and secure. Plus, they have financing available. Remember, if you're not bone dry, then you're all wet.
All right, 8 minutes before 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Anybody who does something really well also makes that task look easy. Like you look at somebody who can... Well, look at these Olympians, right? Oh, that doesn't look that hard. I could do that. I could run that fast.
Yeah, right.
No, maybe that's not a good example. But when you have a really well-written book and you close it and you finish the last page and you go, that was great. Gosh, I want to be a writer. I could do that. I could make a sexy novel. This is a sexy novel, by the way.
It is.
I could make a thriller. I could do this. My gosh. Well, good luck. You have to be good. And Sandra Brown has not only been good once, but 68 times, according to my notes here. Over the last 3 decades, #1 New York Times and USA Today bestselling author Sandra Brown has dominated the thriller market, publishing 68 titles with over 80 million copies of her books in print. And we've got one of them that we'll be giving away at the end of the interview. Her new book is called Sting. I know many of you are already fans of Sandra Brown, and her new book again is called Sting. Good morning, Sandra. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for that intro. Wow, that was amazing.
You make it look easy. You make it. Everybody who reads your books must want to be an author.
Well, it's not easy. It can be an awful lot of fun. When I started writing Sting, it was kind of different the way it came about. Usually I have an idea. This time I had nothing. I was just at my desk working on something else, and all of a sudden I was inside that bar, and I looked over there, and there's this guy, and it was Shaw Kennard, and he was talking to this other guy, and then this woman walks in, and it upsets the apple cart.
Yes.
And I went, well, what's the apple cart? I didn't even know. But I started writing.
See,
and
that's
writing
amazing
down
to me.
what I was seeing and hearing and watching them do, and then I had a prologue before I stopped, and when Shaw does that startling thing at the end of the prologue, I went, what, wait?
Yeah.
Why?
So how do you not get distracted? When you're writing a sexy scene, how do you not get distracted? How do you stay typing?
Exactly.
I would be up.
I'd get hot. I'd be bothered.
I'm glad Robin said that.
Well, I've been doing it for a long, long time, and every scene is hard to write. Every scene, whether it's an action scene, a love scene, just narrative, every scene has to evoke a response from the reader. And so I know that if my palms are sweating and my heart's racing and my eyes are blinking really rapidly, that something's working, because I'm a reader too. So if I'm not entertained, my reader's not going to be entertained.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
So that same heart racing that might come from something sexy happens from something scary as well.
It could. Oh, absolutely. When I know that a character is about to be knocked on the head, I start getting nervous.
Isn't that amazing? And you're like the god to all of these people, or goddess. I mean, you're their you are their creator. I mean,
yes.
you can do anything you want to. You're God to them.
That's true. That's true, Larry. But not always, because everyone in this particular book lied to me every step along the way. I went right along with the reader who's reading this book. I got stung so many times that's how I came up with the title, because I'd get to the end of the chapter and one of them would do or say something, and I went, no, wait, I didn't tell you to do that. Mm-hmm. And so I felt like they really took over this story. They were surprising me.
Well, you do.
So, not always am I the goddess.
Yes, you are. I just looked at the back of the book. Wait a minute. I just saw your photograph. You are a goddess. Look at you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Look at
she's
you.
hot.
Wow.
Every woman should look like her.
Now that I know those thoughts are in your head, that's good.
Yeah, he's dreaming.
That's good stuff.
He's going to have you in his dreams. Well, you do such a marvelous job of descriptions. I mean, you did such a great job in that one point when Jordy was in the swamp, and she realized that she couldn't run because of what was in there. And the dialogue and the description is you're just phenomenal.
Oh, well, thank you. I spend, somebody smarter than I said books aren't written, they're rewritten. And I rewrite every scene, every sentence dozens of times to get just the precise words. And that's where the work comes in. I mean, it's fun to visit the bar and say, "Ooh, he's cute." Mm-hmm. And, "Oh, I like her handbag," and I'm looking at these people and they're curious to me. But once I get them on paper, then I have to make it as vivid for the reader as it has been for me, and that's where the crafting comes.
Where are you? Where are you, Sandra?
I live in Texas. I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Oh, okay. And is that where you grew up? It sounds like the accent comes from there.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can't learn to talk like this. You've got to be born talking like this.
Well, that's another great thing about the dialogue of your characters. They each have their own personality. It's not the same.
Yeah, I thought it was really fun. I liked the dynamic between Shaw and Jordy, but also I liked the two FBI agents. I liked the relationship between Hickam and Wiley, and between Wiley and his wife. And these characters, they're so real to me. I don't really take credit for them. The only thing I take credit for doing is writing down like a reporter what I see them do and say.
That is so fascinating. I mean, you're seeing it in your mind. All right, we have a minute left. Let me make sure. Let me give one of these away. I have a nice hardcover copy of Sting from Sandra Brown. If you want the copy that I have, call me and it'll be waiting for you. The rest of us have to go buy it. Sandra, do you have a website?
Absolutely. I do. It's sandrabrown.net, and I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. If you Google Sandra Brown, you'll find me somewhere. I'm out there.
I will Google you. All right. So is that you on the front cover? That looks like you might be you. Is that you?
No, that's not me.
Almost looks like you with long hair. All right. Let me give this one away. Good morning. You've got the book. Who's this?
Angela.
Angela?
Yeah.
Do you know where we are?
Angela. I do.
Okay. All right, Angela. It'll be waiting for you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, we've got to run. Sandra, thank you so much for being on the air with us today.
Thank you, Larry. It was my pleasure, and thank you for the plug. I appreciate it.
That was fun. This is WOCA Ocala.
Fox News Radio, I'm Carmen Roberts. At least 7 dead in flooding in Louisiana, with residents bracing for more flooding today. In Northern California, it's the lack of water, bone-dry brush, and an alleged arsonist that's put people in danger.